What's good with everybody, man? So I just woke up, right? And we getting right into this video, man. So this is gonna be pretty much a day in the life of me, bro. Like I'm gonna title it "The Day in the Life of a Real Man." But to be real with you guys, I just had to title it that, because that's just what it is, man. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is, right when you wake up, you could either do some push-ups, right? You could do some pull-ups, you could do some stuff for your core, bro. And then you could go eat something that'll give you energy. You feel me? Like, make it like you eating something that gives you energy. Or at least you could put in your head that it gave you energy, right? And then that's gonna give you energy. And then you could take a cold shower if you want to. That's automatically giving you energy, right? And then that's pretty much it for that stuff. But before we get into writing all the way into the day stuff, right? I just want to let you guys know something. When you wake up, you need to come to realize that you waking up is already good. You have to come to realize that you waking up is already good. And then you have to come to realize that if you stand up, you're the one who stood you up out of bed. So that's real, Because if you didn't have you, you wouldn't have stood up out of bed, You gotta really do that. You got to appreciate it. Why not appreciate it? You gotta appreciate everything, okay? Now, what I'm gonna get into, today is I'm gonna handle some business, right? To be real, I'm gonna be going to a 9 to 5 type stuff, to get some money and shit, right? So after I go there, I'm gonna get you guys, right? I'm gonna pick this back up and I'm gonna keep on going with this. Oh yeah, I got one last thing for you guys before we get to the next clip, right? So you gotta really come to realize that if you want something in this life, experience, you could get that thing, whatever you want. You just can't get attached to it. You gotta live life and you can't get attached to nothing, because what happens when you get attached is a bunch of problems start forming. You start to fill your head and you start to let your mind and your thoughts convince you that you need that certain thing, and instead of filling your mind that you already have the thing, you fill your mind with you need that, and you don't. That's not what you want to do, because you will start chasing that stuff. You can't chase it, right? It's gonna come to you. You gotta experience the now, and then it will come to you, and that's real. That's real. Just try to experience the now. Take 10 seconds and just experience the now. Experience it like it's brand new. Don't get attached to anything. Just be natural. If you want something, stop talking about it and go get it. If you really want that, stop talking about it and have it come to you, Stop talking about it and attract it. Like, stop going to other people and talking about you want this, you're gonna get this, and go get it. That's some mistakes I made in the past. I'd say something and I wouldn't actually get it. Like, I would say something, I wouldn't actually do it. How about you drop the ego and then actually go do it? Drop the ego, get out the mind, and actually go do it, Apply stuff to your life and actually do it. Because it's better to do it than talk about it. Reason why it's better to do it than talk about it is because all you're doing is talking. You're not doing it. And then sometimes when you're talking too much, you will waste your energy talking. You wouldn't have no energy when you're done talking, That's how it works. If you put so much energy into talking about it, you're not going to have your full energy actually doing it. So if you want some money, have that money attract to you and actually do it. Stop talking about it. You're wasting your energy on talking about it. You could tell yourself it every day, but don't do it constant. Don't do it all the time. Don't spend all the energy talking about it to other people. That's not going to get you nowhere. And I promise that. Let's get it. You actually do it. Stop talking about it. It makes no sense. Let's get it. Hey, I'm going to bring this real quick to you guys. Really, I want you guys to put this in your head and think about this real quick. Ask yourself, how much do we separate ourselves from each other? Like, who's doing the separating, you know? Think about that stuff. And then now, can you really blame that on anybody but us as one? Who's separating us is us as one. It's the ego. That's all it is. You kill the ego, all that goes away, you know? So now let me ask you guys this real quick. It's as small as this. We all grew up in a certain place, a certain city, right? And as we grow up, we do everything in that city. Everything we grew up to do, it happened in that city with the people around us. Now you go out to another city, when you grow up, you will automatically think like, as soon as you land in that city, most people will just automatically think like, they have that feeling inside of them like, this not my home city. But really it is, you know? Think about that. Why can't every city be your home city? Why you gotta land in a certain city that you didn't grow up in and automatically get that feeling inside of you? Like, damn, what am I gonna do? This not my home city. But really it is. It's land. It's what we own. We all experience in life. We all the same. We all one. So that's, we separating ourselves just by that. By just separating ourselves from the city we grew up in. You know, I'm not saying that's anybody's fault, because we all gotta evolve, we all gotta grow. But just do this. Think about that. You gotta kill the ego. You have to, for you to get anywhere. You could get places with the ego, but you're not gonna get real place. You're not gonna get that peace within you. You know, that we doing the separating ourselves. I just wanted to put that in. We gotta kill the ego. We gotta get. Now focus on yourself, killing the ego. Don't focus on other people, but just come to realize that we all one. We all here experiencing, you know? It's only us here. We called human beings for a reason. We're just being here. That's it. Human being. That's how I perceive it. We're being here. So just be here. And it's straight like that. If we just be here and we know that it's only us, yeah, we're going to stop separating. We're just going to be here, experience, and live life. You know, drop the fear. That's not really real. You fearing something, okay, that's your ego. That's not real. You know, you don't got to fear shit, because fear is not real. You know, let's get it. Hey, we're going to get into this little boxing match, right? Just for some fun stuff. You know, let's get it. Real talk. Before you get into some fight, just one thing, right? You get into a fight, you don't want to do all that talking stuff, because if you do that talking stuff, you just put in more stuff in your mind. Like I said in the beginning of the video, right? You got to get out your mind and actually start doing stuff, right? So I could be sitting here talking all this shit, talking about all Monakamo type stuff, and he not even here, right? I could say it to his face, but what is that gonna do too? You got to get out your head. You actually got to do it, you know? Let's get it. Come on. What you had to say?
All right, so we're not trying to get anybody really hurt out here. So we have two rules. You can't, no punching below the belt, and you can't hit somebody in the back of the head. So
let's get it.
Those are the rules we're about to have.
So
Start that up. Let's get it.
go. You guys can see in this clip, right? We're boxing it out and shit, right? And then you can see we slipping and stuff. So I'm getting this point to you guys. The reason that we look all bend, like we bending stuff, we pretty much look like we fighting like females, like we fighting like girls, yeah. The reason for that is because we in the snow, it's ice and stuff, so we not trying to slip. It is what it is though. I got you guys next time. Next time we box, we gonna get it right, okay? Let's get it.
Was that round one? I can't put my feet. I know this is.
and see how it looks. Locked arms. Oh, I can't. Oh shit, I'm in the snow. Oh. You guys seen it. That was the boxing match real quick. I'll be doing that sometimes, right? That's just this video is pretty much just, you know, day in the life. You really see this stuff, right? So this is what it is. We got that out the way, right? You seen that little entertainment stuff. Now let's get into this real quick. I want to end this video off by saying this, okay? Now listen, ask yourself this. Go back. You can't really go back, but go back a little bit, right? To the point where you was 1 year old, right? Just think of this. Put this in your head, right? Do what you can do to think about this. You was 1 day old, okay? 1 day old. You been here 1 day. What was going on in here as a 1 day year old? Because keep in mind, you didn't go to school yet. You know, you didn't go home yet. You wasn't in the house yet to hear what's going on in your family, right? You didn't go around to hear what your mom saying, hear what anybody in your house saying, right? So think of that. You was 1 day old. You just came out, right? Maybe you came out at 4 in the morning. Okay, it's 6 a.m. now. You know, so think about that. Now let me ask you this real quick. If you go back to that time, you were 1 day old, right? You didn't know nothing, okay? Now let me ask you this. Why was you put here knowing nothing? Why was you put here knowing nothing? When I say knowing nothing, I mean what we've been taught. Why was you put here not knowing what 4 + 4 is 8? Why was you put here not knowing how to stand up and how to go walk to school? Why was you not put here? Why was you put here without knowing that? A lot of you, that's what a lot of you might be saying. Oh, you're not really saying that. You're not really making a point, because you guys might be saying that, oh yeah, you put here so that you can learn stuff. But now let me bring this up real quick. As you guys, the same ones who say you was put here so you can evolve and learn new things, them is the same ones who, when they 15, 16 years old, they sad and depressed. Them the same ones who on social media all day, and then they get off social media and they in their bed all sad, all in their mind. And now when you all sad and depressed, you be saying, that's what you guys want to do. So how does that make sense? Wasn't you guys just the same ones who said, yeah, we're supposed to evolve and learn new things? We're supposed to go to school so we can learn new things. But now you the same one who's 16 years old, who's sad and depressed. You know what I'm saying? And now you guys just want to get up out this experience of life because you all sad and depressed. So now let me take you back to this. If you ever sad and depressed, I say that to say this. You ever feeling anxious, just go back to what you knew when you was 1 day old. You didn't know nothing. So you watch all these videos about, oh, this, that. If you do this, you're going to go here. If you do this, this is that. This plus this equals that. When in reality, you could pause the video and say, damn, we really don't know nothing. Because at the purest form, when we was 1 day old, we didn't know none of this. Right? And I just wanted to end that off real quick. This is a day in the life of just me, you know. I just brought y'all through it and stuff, right? So stay positive, stay powerful. You remember, get out the mind and go do something. Anything that I can do, you can do. Because at one point, we both didn't know nothing. And we could get back to that point together. Kill the ego, you know. You don't need nothing but yourself. You can get other stuff, but you don't need nothing but yourself. Needing is not even real, because that was taught to you. You know, stay positive though. Don't let this get in your head too much. I just wanted to say that real quick. You know, you could take it, do what you want with it. You know, everybody perceives something different. Let's get it. Stay positive, stay powerful. I'm out. Let's go.